Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. So in this video, I've got some good news about the garage and some good news about the white and black 650. So if you guys are new, be sure to hit subscribe. If you guys like this video, let me know in the comments below and be sure to drop me a like, and let's get into the video. Alright, so starting with the garage, you're going to notice a few things are different. Basically, a lot more room in this area. You'll notice the snowblower is gone, the lawnmower is gone, the rack with all the leaf rakes and shovels and stuff is gone. Obviously, I still have my broom in here. But yeah, that stuff is all gone out of the garage and into our garden shed. So that's where all that stuff went. And it created a lot more room in the garage. I'm really happy with it, and we can talk about that more in a second. Alright, so basically Courtney and I had been talking about getting some type of garden shed. I obviously wanted it just to get some of that stuff out of the garage, because not necessarily because it was taking up so much space, but because like the snowblower, I was constantly having to move it, and we don't need it when it's summertime, obviously, and then like in the wintertime, we don't need the lawnmower in here. So yeah, we went ahead, pulled the trigger on a 7x8 garden shed. It is like a Rubbermaid, or it's not a Rubbermaid brand, but it's like a plastic or ABS. One of those. It's on the cement squares, and we leveled it kind of and everything. So that is where everything is gone. And then today, off camera, before I went and picked this up, I went through the garage and I cleaned everything. I had the truck backed out, I had the trailer out, I had the bar pulled out from the wall, I had all this stuff moved out. I just tried to clean everything. And then I kind of reorganized. So you'll notice this rack used to be over here. And the reason I moved it is because a lot of the stuff that was here, I put in the shed. It was a gas can and the propane tank for my heater. So that stuff's going to be out there for now. And then when it's wintertime, I'll probably just bring it back in here. Not a big deal. That allowed me to move this stuff underneath this shelf. And then it also allowed me to get a few more parts underneath the workbench, which is good. And then this cart, which Courtney's mom got me for Christmas a couple years ago, I had been storing it under here, and I would just move my toolbox onto this middle shelf so that it would fit. But I didn't like that because I want to be able to just pull it out. So I decided to move it here. So now, when I need to use it, I can just pull it out. It's really easy. I can lock the wheel. It's going to stay stored right there. And then I'll be able to move it all the way around. Anything if I'm working on, we've had Courtney's dad's truck in here before, trying to fix his plow. I can wheel it out for that, or not necessarily Courtney's car now, but like if the Avenger, if we needed to do an oil change or something on that, we can do that. I can obviously work on my truck. It's going to make it a lot easier to just pull the cart out, and then that's a good spot for it. It's underneath all that stuff. Most of my tools are between there, and then a lot of the rest of them are in the shelf or up on the rack or on the pegboard. And then I was also able to, I moved some boxes up into the attic, and I was able to get my vacuum shop back out here. It had been in the basement since the ice storm because that was such a chaotic week, and the basement kind of had water issues. So now that's back out here in its home and perfect, stored away under there. And then that's pretty much it for the garage. Like, I have everything cleaned up. I might see if I can I don't know if Harbor Freight makes a rack for their power washer, but I might see if I can get something from Harbor Freight. Other than that, it's all organized, it's cleaned. I do, now that the shed is purchased and Courtney put it up. Courtney did it on Friday night. She basically set the whole thing up. Her, my mom, my dad and I were working on this ski, which we'll talk about again in a second. So now that that's done, the next project out here that I would like to do is just power wash the floor as best I can. It makes me a little nervous. And then paint the floor, and not like epoxy or anything, just a coat of paint, just something. So, and now with having as little amount of stuff on the floor in here as I do, obviously being able to push the skis out, and the trailer's not going to be in here, but pretty much everything can come out, you know, and with a little bit of effort, the floor will be empty. And so that's kind of where we're at. That's going to be the next project out here in the garage. I'm not necessarily going to do it right away, but in the future, before the end of warm weather, hopefully I'll get the floor painted. Okay, for starters, I just want to show, these are the old inserts. I will try and find a picture of the inserts that we pulled out of the red parts ski, which if you haven't watched the video explaining why I bought that and all the parts that came with it, go ahead and watch those videos. I will leave them on the screen somewhere, but that's what those look like. And then moving over here to the actual ski, I do have the motor mount back in. I have pictures, so I'll try and include all that stuff, but basically these inserts were broken and we were able to hole saw them out and glass new ones in. And so I think this ski is fixed. The motor's obviously not in it right now. Maybe when Courtney gets home, I'll try and put it in, but yeah, I'm really excited. Fingers crossed that this fixes it, because I might cry if that happens, because man, it's been stressful and I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't have done it without my dad. He came up and helped me 2 separate weekends. So yeah, we just gotta throw the motor back in and hope for the best. And I'm hoping we can do that soon. So I guess that's all for this video. This ski, I will be pulling the rest of these inserts out. There are now only 6. So I'm going to be doing that. And then the ski is going to be going, I don't know, out in the yard. Possibly to the dump. I have completely stripped the ski. There's nothing left on it. So it sucks, but it is what it is. And if this ski really is fixed, which I think it will be, it was definitely worth it. So, all right, thank you guys for watching. I'm super excited with this garage update, as well as getting that ski finally back. The last thing, put the motor in, and then should be able to throw it on the trailer and take it to the lake, because time is burning. You know, it's not that nice out today, but yesterday it was 75 out. Got my truck. Go watch the truck video if you haven't. This thing is looking so good. Trailer. I'm hoping to add a set of third set of bunks soon. And I got 3 skis right there, so yeah, it's gonna be good. Got a lot more projects to go. But that's the end of the video, so thank you guys for watching. Definitely hit subscribe if you guys are new. Drop me a like, drop me a comment. Follow me on Instagram at ToddleyProductions on Instagram. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Alright, I don't have the mic on for this clip, but I haven't edited this video yet, and I just wanted to add in that I went ahead and added another light to have the working area where I usually do most of my wrenching a little bit better well lit. So I ended up adding the same light that I have there and so far I've been pretty happy with it. Yeah. And you can kind of see with these lights, and then I can even turn on, see if I can get these to turn on. Well, 2 out of 3, that one doesn't like to work, but so you can see how well illuminated it is in here, and so it'll be good for working on putting the motor back in this ski, and then anything else I might have to work on. So, alright, that's all.